Is all well?
I'm heading out. Such a countenance. So you truly are the Prince Reborn. I must say, you and your father are cut from the same cloth. Quite unpredictable as death looms.
What of you? Is this hornless form your own true being?
I'll say this here for your own good, Luis. Hand over the royal scepter. Only the one who has earned the people's support is fit to be king. You and us. We can still end this without more bloodshed.
No path forward is bloodless. The king may have avoided it, but the people will only shed his share. That has been this country's crime for too long. Those in power exact the price of their greed from the people, then preach that such pain is a The indolent powers of this land have poisoned it with their lies. There is no cure.
Who's the real charlatan here? Even Sorba, your most loyal vassal, you twisted into a monster. You promised
I have never lied. I swear. Have you never wondered why the king's magic is so strong and frivolous? Or why the royal scepter can only be used by the one royal hand clutching one bejeweled rod does not alone accomplish such wonders of magic? But what if it drew magic not from its wielder, but from the master? That is the truth. The royal scepter is a divine relic that absorbs Such has been the royal family's tradition for centuries. Magla is mortal anxiety, which means that the people of this country now have no choice but to perpetually direct their anxiety to the king.
Absurd. Then how do you explain that people have...
It was no madness that took them. The Magla spews from their helpless hearts at a rate far greater than the scepter can absorb. Hence the stagnation. The behavior now on full display is their inborn, true nature. When they cannot control their fears, they lash out at neighbor and outsider alike. And that's... In a world like this, order built on mutual understanding is but a dream within a dream. On the day the late king's magic fades, I will shake the royal magic anew. All the Magla gathered over these months of turmoil, those who can overcome it will be reborn as new humans. Thus, we achieve our first round of natural selection. Our first step.
natural selection?
Delusions. You witnessed how the prince lost his very self to my spell, and then re-emerged.
You mean you would do to the people exactly what you...
Those who follow me and accept the rule of power will surely survive by virtue of their own will. But that is what it means to protect those who follow. It is not a salvation given of empty charity, but earned through the providence of power.
Then, that's your true ambition. That's why you sent Sorba to the royal funeral. You never even want the shows of power, terrifying the people. It was...
The man would turn all people into humans. It defies all...
Worry not. You've proven you're more than worthy. I've little doubt. You mentioned earlier that we might still resolve. Then, I put the same offer to you. Join me, Prince. Born of elven blood, welcoming anyone regardless of tribe. It is no coincidence that you and I take inspiration from the same book.
Don't let him sway you, Your Highness.
I know you detest injustice as I do. Come with me. Let me lend you my power, and together we will change the unfair world we seek to destroy.
I don't seek to destroy this world or any other.
Exactly!
Should you deny me, then what? How would you... You must have seen it everywhere you traveled. Tradition, superstition, family honor, and all those struck down unjustly. The only cure for such suffering is a simpler world, in which strength, it is not a solution without cruelty. But surely the fairness it would restore to our lives is worth any sacrifice. Come with me, and we can realize this dream. What say you?
The fairness you speak of is false.
He's got the right of it, Luis. It's not even about what'll be sacrificed. It's about having respect for what the dream... And you've got none of that. You keep talking about your laws of power. If that's what you believe in, then you can hate Forden all you want, but you're no different.
Be silent. I once had my own aspirations. Yes, I had dreams. But what has the world ever done for us?
What's happening?
The royal scepter? But how?
So be it. There is still time until my magic settles upon this land.
Wait! Luis!
I have done this for their sakes, not for mine. History... If you have the strength to weather this storm and come to me, I will deem you a worthy opponent.
If we push forward, we'll be in grave danger. This storm itself is a maelstrom of pure magla. Maybe this is just what it looks like when the people's minds are slit.
That doesn't mean the solution is to deform them into monsters. The man's an arrogant...
We must give chase some...
All aspirants to the throne.
This voice.
The royal scepter has been taken. Luis now wields the royal magic to his...
Luis was one step ahead of us.
His magic will be set in motion on the very day that the new king is to be...
So it's just as Luis said. He won't let this campaign end any way but his. Your Majesty, you were killed by Luis yourself. Doesn't it...
I had sought death long before he granted.
You wished for your own...
The ideals I once believed in, I no longer had the power within me to fulfill them. Thus, I ensured my very life would serve as key to activate the royal magic. Should revolutionary fervor seek to destroy my regime, should Luis or any other malcontent take my life, therein would lie the... Thus would I appear, on a day so appointed.
I see. No wonder the magic survived even the prince's reawakening. It was never a matter of retaliation against the church or anything of the sort. You truly wished to pass the crown to whoever...
Oh, prince. If thou wouldst inherit the kingdom, thou must stop Luis. That is a trial befitting one who would take the throne.
His Majesty's magla has faded.
I guess that's it.
Luis is just ahead. We have...
Let's fall back to the royal capital for now.
He's running that way! Kill anyone who stands against Camp Luis! We fight for justice! Make them understand!
'Tis a battlefield out here. They know nothing of their savior's true intent, yet the streets are teeming with self-declared military police.
What's a man supposed to do when they're running around screaming about justice with bloodshot eyes?
So it's a crime to even disagree now.
But your allies are working hard too. It's not all as bad.
We are grateful.
By the way, I talked with Eurus on how to get to Louis. And of course, he said there's only one thing for it. Armor up the Skyrunner and die.
That's your strategy?
Think, my girl. It's our best play, but with no time for modification.
A proper dramatic do-or.
The road you run is perilous.
If we have but one chance, I'd say the final day is when we'd have even... Right. That place is churning with the scepter.
A proper dramatic.
We would walk a treacherous tightrope.
We cannot yield now.
Let's give it a shot.
You worked out some more of the truth, yes? Can you tell me more about...
Luis is Elden. Everything is as we were told.
What?
Luis knew the truth of the royal scepter. It's a divine relic that absorbs anxiety from the people.
The masses have grown accustomed to a life where the king bears the brunt and responsibility for their anxieties. All...
might need... So that's his aim. Luis wants to make this a land of...
A drastic remedy to awaken the people spoiled by the royal scepter's power. And their horrific transformation... Yet I sensed some other reason to go to such atrocious...
Well, if he's Elden, then Luis must have been there when the Sanctus Church made an inferno of his home. So...
Can't say. He also ordered Zorba to directly attack the ancient sanctum after all.
Something he said stuck with me. I think he doesn't trust dreams. As in, he refuses to believe in anything. Maybe to Luis. Perhaps he wants to push history forward with his own hands, like those of the world past.
It's ludicrous. I'll not let him get away with his self-obsessed madness.
Indeed. Besides, the rightful heir stands with us. Should we succeed, you stand to inherit the throne soon. Are you prepared, Your Highness?
Yes.
You really are. In any case.
You've done a fine job so far.
Look at what Luis has made there.
What's that about it?
Finally. You could say... Ah.
Isn't that... I guess.
How goes it?
Hey.
So, I'll see you later.
All good. Let's go see.